Excellence Oyster Bay, Jamaica. This property is massive. It is massively large. It has its own peninsula. This property is massive in popularity. It's more popular than Moon Palace, Riu Palace, Riu Reggae, and Ocean Eden Bay combined. And this property is massively loved. It is consistently ranked the #1 all-inclusive resort in Jamaica. I'm here to find out why. This is Excellence Oyster Bay, Jamaica. Excellence Oyster Bay, let's go. There's a lot to see. This property is a monster. I'm diving right into the video. So I got here yesterday around 2 p.m. and as soon as I departed the taxi, I was met with the warmest Jamaican welcome. After a cold towel, a glass of champagne, and another glass of champagne, I was whisked away to Excellence Club for my personalized and private check-in. This is the rooftop plunge pool suite. It's pretty amazing. It's got 2 rooms. It's part of Excellence Club. I'll give you the highlights very, very quickly. I think it starts with the minibar. Excellence probably has the most consistently awesome minibar in the game. No liquor dispenser here. The bottles are all for you. You can grab one of these, put it in your backpack, bring it to the pool, whatever you want. There's a great variety of beverages, Coca-Cola products, snacks, cookies, chips, peanuts, Snickers, M&Ms. The sofa in the main room is a great place to flop. When it lacks in beauty, it certainly makes up for it in comfort. There's an articulating TV in there and also a nice desk/work area if you have to get a project done. This main bedroom area also has an articulating TV. The bed is super comfortable. It has a deep oval jacuzzi tub with really big jets and 2 sitting chairs if you want to take in the gorgeous views of Jamaica. The bathroom might be the most blissful place to be. It has a sprawling dual vanity, Bulgari products, the best of the best. The shower has floor-to-ceiling glass and a pizza-sized rain head on it. The water closet adds some privacy and some class, and there is a full-blown walk-in closet to keep all your stuff organized. Of course, I cannot forget about the jewel of this room, and that would be the plunge pool. The deck takes up the entire span of both rooms. You can access the deck from either the bedroom or the living room. There are 3 different seating options out there. The glass facade allows for gorgeous Caribbean views, and it really does feel like you have command over the entire property. The room isn't perfect though. The headboard, or lack thereof, reminds me of a college dorm room setup. The room is also definitely showing its age. I've noticed this at other Excellence properties, but it's very apparent here, especially when paying around $800 a night for this room. And last but not least, the best feature of this room, the balcony, the plunge pool, the deck, it has a cardinal sin, and I can't say that I would book this room ever again. I find all the plunge pools and the swim-up suites on the first floor to be highly suspect. I'll touch on that later in the video. So last night I got my bearings, I chilled, I got my rest and relaxation for what's upcoming in this video. I just ordered room service. I ordered the beef, I ordered the barbecue ribs, and I ordered the salmon. For all-inclusive food, those entrees were sensational. As of today, the weather has not cooperated. It has been murky and cloudy and gray the entire day, extremely windy. I waited it out. I went to the coffee shop, came back, went to the coffee shop, came back, went to the coffee shop and came back. Today was just a no-go. So now I have 3 nights and 2 days to do this behemoth of a property. Yours truly is up for the task. I'm definitely gonna get it done. It all starts tonight with dinner at the Excellence Club Magna. So Magna, a few noteworthy things. First of all, it's French inspired. It's not a full-blown French restaurant. They have one of those here. It's called Chez Isabelle. This is just a taste of it. I think it's a good introduction to the French cuisine. The plates are small. I knew that going in ahead of time. And even after 5 plates, I still left hungry. More on that in just a second. I originally sat inside, but it was like a pressure cooker. It was like a greenhouse, no circulation, 90 degrees. I tried, but then I eventually just went outside. I was able to get a nice view of the sunset. That was really special. I was expecting to order a tomahawk steak. Every magnet I've been to, and I've been to 3 in the past 20 months, has had a tomahawk steak. This one did not. I was expecting to have steak tonight. I kind of did. I had the short ribs. They were Jamaican jerk style. They were proper. It's not real short rib or proper short rib unless you can cut it with a fork. This one passed that test with ease. That plate did not stand a chance. It was delectable. I did leave hungry. I could have continued to eat, but I just wanted a change of scenery. I came back here, ordered room service. I ordered a burger and a pizza. I wanted something that was a stark contrast, not only from last night, but from my previous meal. As of right now, it's 8:30, and I'm gonna head over to the evening entertainment show, which is the Michael Jackson show. I can't wait to see what the Jamaican Michael Jackson is like. All right, good morning. Jamaican MJ was late last night. He showed up at, well, I don't know what time he showed up at because I left at 9:30. I waited an hour because I got there at 8:30, a half hour early for a good spot. So that was unfortunate. I got to see, I think it was like a cello player, a cellist, whatever you call it. I'm not sure what the actual string instrument was because it was dark, but she was a phenom. She was amazing. Like her rendition of It Wasn't Me, I just was in awe. I was immobilized. It was so good. So I'm gonna stroll over to Zenith Club, which is the second Excellence Club restaurant. They are open for breakfast. Enjoy a little bit of that string player from last night, and I'll see you when I get over there. So she was marvelous, literally a marvel. That was a lot of fun. We are here, Excellence Club Zenith. I love the name. Hopefully it is worth the walk. It's about a half mile over here. Anyway, I'm hungry. I'm gonna get upstairs and have some breakfast. Wow, what a breakfast. Everything was fantastic, but the piece de resistance, the omelet, the goat cheese omelet with the crispy sausages, they were wonderful. While I'm here, I think I'm going to check out the Zenith Club pool as well as the Zenith Club beach. This Excellence Club is all the way at the other end of the property. I'm not sure I'm going to get back here. So I'm going to jump inside, get a drink, and come back out and enjoy this area. The sun is hitting it absolutely perfectly right now. Now that is a Jamaican morning. That was the best morning I had throughout my entire month here in Jamaica. The breakfast and then that Zenith Club area. You know, typically it's not my style. It's a little small, it's a little reserved, but I like how you could eat breakfast and then just immediately jump in the pool or immediately go to the beach, and the sun hits this area perfectly right after breakfast time. It was serene, it was quiet, it was relaxing. It was perfectly manicured, but still very natural. The pool is right there with an infinity edge. A cocktail server is right there to take your order. And as I walk back to the main area, there are just these random spots everywhere that just kind of cut out of the tree line and then lead you right into the beach. So this property is really interesting. I'm liking what I'm seeing so far. I came up to the room to get pool ready. I'm headed down to the main pool that's right below me. I'm feeling kind of frisky today. I might do the rare activity. There's a rock painting class down there. It looks kind of fun. I'm gonna go down there and check it out. So the rock painting was a lot of fun. I'm glad that I went. A cool crowd. I had some wonderful conversations, met some really neat people. This is what my rock ended up like. I just did Jamaican colors. It's my first rock painting, okay? And then I just randomly did the bottom in some strange color combination. And then here's what the instructor's rock looked like. She did a wonderful job. I tipped her and then she gave it to me. So this will find a good home for sure. Like I said, poolside Jamaica, fun crowd, great conversations. I'm really glad I went. The pool is identical to Excellence El Carmen, at least in style, location, and design. Triple decker, 2 restaurants, 1 on each side, lobster house, and then you got the Italian place. The 3rd level is like a roof deck with a bar. They have some late night action up there. So I'll be going back there some evening later in the video. The pool is split. One half is much more social, energetic, lively, vibey. That's where the swim up bar is. There's also music out there, activities, games. The other side is much more tranquil, serene, relaxing, and placid. So depending on your mood or depending on your personality or depending on what you're looking for, you can kind of pick and choose where you want to sit and what kind of pool experience you're going to have. After the pool, I went over to the Jamaican Jerk Hut. I'm gonna say it right now, it's the best Jamaican jerk I've had during this entire trip. Better than Sharky's, which may sound crazy, but Sharky's was drier, a bit more rough and chewy. Maybe that's the way Jamaican jerk chicken is supposed to be, but this was succulent. This was tender, this was juicy. This is like meat fruit. It was Jamaican jerk meat fruit, and it was incredibly delectable. So I'm out to dinner right now. I'm gonna cut this short. I don't know where I'm going. I'm just gonna decide on the fly. I should go back to Zenith. The dinner menu looks marvelous, and I did upgrade the Excellence Club. I should really take advantage of it, but who knows, maybe I'll pivot and try somewhere else. So Zenith is the zenith of dining so far here at Excellence Jamaica. Definitely better than Magna, incrementally, but definitely. Better menu, bigger portions, just better overall experience. Absolutely worth the 5 to 10 minute walk over there. This property is illuminated beautifully at night. I noticed that on my walk back. There were lights on the walkway through the tropical mangrove to kind of keep you guided through. The pool is radiating blue. There's some string lights up on top, up here on the 3rd deck. There's lights and lamps throughout this tropical courtyard here. It is tastefully done. So I'm off to the evening entertainment show for tonight, which I'm really excited about. It is the Steel Drum Band. All right, steel drum in the bank. It was amazing. Apparently they're the #1 steel drum band in the country. If that's true, I could see why. It was more than just the performance. It was an experience. There were theatrics, there was choreography. It was a really special experience. So the headphone party is going on right behind me. I'm gonna forego that. I'm gonna head to the lobby bar, which is also the martini bar, with some really cool drinks on the menu. All right, good morning. There is no escaping this wind, that is for sure. I'm going all in today, whether I like it or not. I'll tell you who else was all in last night, and that was everybody at this property. I've never seen more action, more liveliness, more energy, more youthfulness than what I saw last night at the lobby bar. It's not even a weekend here, and the place was packed all the way up until like 11 p.m. I was gonna order all 5 after dinner drinks. I did, but 4 of them looked the same. So from a content perspective, it didn't turn out the way I wanted it to, but I will say that the cocktail list is vast. It's exotic. It's so large that the bartenders can't really keep track of all the drinks, and some drinks don't even get ordered because the menu is so large. So if you're sick of your prototypical pina coladas, banana mamas, chocolate monkeys, this cocktail list is going to keep you busy for more than a week. So as of right now, I'm headed up to Magna for breakfast. That's right, dinner, my first night. And then after that, big day, big night, last full day in Jamaica. All right, just finished up breakfast at Magna. I think it's a better breakfast spot than it is a dinner spot. The dinner spot is a bit more sophisticated, but the breakfast spot just feels more natural. I think Zenith is the better breakfast and dinner spot, but if you're on this side of the property, it's definitely going to suffice. The presentation there was pretty spectacular for breakfast. So I desperately need to get to the gym, but that's going to have to be put on hold because we have a lot to do today. While I'm here, I'm going to check out this Excellence Club. There is certainly a much bigger beach and absolutely a much bigger pool. Wow, it is so windy today. I think that's one of the big reasons you have to upgrade the Excellence Club here. And I'll touch on that later in the video. As of right now, I'm going to keep it moving. I want to explore more of this beach area. And then later in the day, hopefully, I'll end up again at the main pool. I spent the entire day at the beach today. So much time. And if you're a beach person and you're coming to Excellence Oyster Bay, you need Excellence Club. Because if not, you are in for a huge surprise. I'm going to touch on that later in the video because I want to talk about the importance of Excellence Club overall. After the beach, I went to the pool with every intention of getting in and spending at least an hour there, but around 3:30 or 4 o'clock, it wasn't the same in energy and vibe and electricity as it was yesterday. So I forewent that and went to the coffee shop instead because I really needed to pick me up after being in the sun all day. And I definitely got that in the form of a delicious cappuccino and some otherworldly cheesecake. It was incredible. I could have feasted on that all afternoon, but I did not want to spoil my dinner because I have my last dinner coming up tonight. Now I'm going to call an audible and pivot away from Chez Isabelle. I've been there so many times and I really want to do something different. And plus I want to check out some of the casual dining here. So my dining experience is going to be twofold. I'm pulling off the elusive and rare double dinner. My dining tonight is going to begin with Spice, the Asian restaurant, and it's going to finish with Caribbean Grove, the Jamaican restaurant. The double dinner always seems like a great idea, but I'm not so sure it is. I'm so comatose right now. However, I am glad I pivoted away from Chez Isabelle. It did give me a chance to check out some more of the casual joints here, and they certainly are casual. Very comfortable, very approachable, definitely no pretension at all. And they were decent. The Torado at Spice was excellent, and then the meats at Caribbean Grove were fantastic. The ribs melted off the bone, and the jerk chicken was even jerkier than what I had on the beach. After that, I went to the coffee shop for a pick-me-up, but it ended up being a put-me-down. I asked for something crazy, and they gave me a concoction of ice cream, espresso, and alcohol. All I got to say is that Jamaican overproof rum is no joke. It's nothing to be playing around with. I am feeling it, to say the least. As of right now, it's my last night here. It's Friday night. I plan on going up top to X Lounge, the third-story roof deck above the pool, but it's a wedding. And it's closed off tonight, unfortunately. So I'm going to pivot, and instead I'm heading to the sports bar. Wow, talk about a Friday night flop. That was depressing for a Friday night. The X Lounge completely closed off for a wedding, and then not a soul at the sports bar. What was that? Apparently everybody on property decided to hit up the reggae show. I'm a little reggae'd out. I caught the end of it. It was okay, but not my cup of tea for a Friday night. That is for sure. So I'm going to make up for it. Your travel Labrador would never let you down. Let's do the breakfast buffet before I leave. You can learn a lot more from a buffet by going there late as opposed to going there early. But when you get there early, there's nothing quite like it. The quantities are bountiful, everything is stocked, and if you get there right away, you pretty much have the place to yourself. Definitely a high quality buffet. I'm just wishing they had a buffet option for lunch and for dinner. They don't. Okay, Excellence Oyster Bay. I'm gonna give you 3 big little things 3 negatives, 3 positives, and then I'm gonna tell you why this hotel is #1 in all of Jamaica. Okay, 3 little big things. First of all, lots of professionals here. So if you have to get some work done, the Wi-Fi is blazing fast. Also, this hotel is 95% couples, and that makes sense. It's so gorgeous, it's so great, it's so lovely. You wanna share it with the person who you adore the most. I get it. I'm just letting you solo travelers know and you random groups know, or maybe those of you coming here who are not in love, 95% couples. Secondly, the rooms. I highly advise upgrading to Excellence Club. I'm gonna lay out my reasoning in the next point. But I am gonna say I do not recommend any of these extravagant rooms, whether that's the rooftop pool, whether that's the swim up pools on the first level. I do not recommend them. The reason I do not recommend them is that the sun action is terrible. You basically don't have any sun after 11 a.m. And what's the point of having a plunge pool or a rooftop pool without any sun? So I don't recommend it. You may be forced into it if you want to get into Excellence Club. Do not pay a huge price tag for them. They aren't worth it. Number 3, I think Excellence Club is mandatory. I'm gonna implore you to get it, and here's why. First of all, 2 of the best, if not the 2 best restaurants, Zenith and Magna. In order to get access to them, you need Excellence Club. They are open for breakfast as well, so you can double dip and really take advantage of that. As far as the other amenities, I'll put them all in the description below, but you get the upgraded alcohol, you get the super luxurious Bougarie products. The Excellence Club bars open 2 hours earlier than the standard bars. There's an enhanced Excellence Club in-room dining menu. Just based on those additional services, I think it's worth it, but I haven't gotten to the 2 most important parts. Secondly, the wind. Jamaica is windy, newsflash. Steady winds at 15 or 20 all day, gusts up into the 40s. I've been here for a month. It's this way across the entire island. Now, if you find the wind extremely annoying like I do, if you don't enjoy your personal items getting blown about, sand hitting you in the face, umbrellas being knocked over, just the overall annoyance that comes with the wind, I have a solution. That is Excellence Club. Because the Excellence Club area at the end of this island is shielded from the wind. You can take a look at my beach pictures from yesterday in terms of my experience at Excellence Club and my experience at the standard beach area. The Excellence Club was much more tranquil, placid, serene, quiet, and relaxing. The main beach area had white caps. It was extremely windy. It was not a fun place to hang out. So if you're anti-wind, Excellence Club is for you. And lastly, the beach. The beach here is an abomination. It's atrocious. Now, the only saving grace is really the 2 Excellence Clubs, Zenith and Magna. Those are by far the best beachy areas of this property. Okay, 3 negatives, 3 positives. I'm gonna tell you why this is #1. I'm gonna give this thing a rating and I'm on the road to the next place. 3 negatives. First of all, the beach. I just talked about it. Number 2 would be that this property is impersonal. I talked to a lot of people here. They were saying it was the service. It's not the service. The service is great. You're gonna run into a knucklehead anywhere you go. But I just think this property is so gargantuan. It's so humongous that it just feels a little impersonal. It isn't that specialized, more privatized service you're going to get at Excellence Punta Cana. And lastly would be the nightlife, or lack thereof. Yeah, it's non-existent. X Lounge was closed off for a private party. Nobody at the sports bar. This is one of the best crowds I've ever experienced. I'll touch on that later in the video. I just can't believe there isn't a late night option. Excellence Punta Cana has one, Excellence El Carmen has one. Where is Excellence Oyster Bays? So we got the negatives out of the way. What about the positives? The first one would be the food and the drinks. The drink list here is insane. It's mind-bending. The bartenders can't even wrap their mind around it because it's so huge. I think I introduced them to some drinks that they didn't even know about. By far, the best cocktail list I've ever encountered at any all-inclusive. And I'll take it a step further. This is the best Excellence food I've had at any Excellence property. Secondly, the crowd. Outside of my Riu experiences, this is one of the best crowds I've ever experienced, ever. The crowd is much more youthful than I ever expected, much more energetic than I ever expected, much more outgoing and fun than I ever expected. And lastly, this is anecdotal, I can't really quantify it, but this place is special. It has that X factor, it has that je ne sais quoi, it has the personality, it has a soul. Many times I go to these places and pay these type of prices and just didn't feel I connected with the property. I felt it here. So with all that being said, I'm gonna give Excellence Oyster Bay a 5.3. 5. This place is unbelievable. It is wonderful. It's outstanding. It's the best Excellence property I've been to up until this point. It's number 1 in Jamaica and number 1 for a reason. It's classy yet comfortable. You're going to get the refinement, the distinction, the sophistication, but you're not going to get the arrogance or condescension that usually comes with this price tag. Also, it's a wonderful isotope of the Excellence brand. If you're looking for a different Excellence experience but still want the underlying Excellence, this Jamaican variation, this Jamaican isotope is going to be perfect for you. And lastly, this place is a lock. It's a guarantee. Book it and forget it. No ruminating over TripAdvisor reviews, no second guessing, no buyer's remorse. If you want a guaranteed excellent resort in Jamaica, it is Excellence Oyster Bay.